Hey folks, and welcome to Magic Diary, Magical Diary. Yeah, the Steam holiday sale has done a number on my wallet. I was cruising through the list of stuff that was on sale. I happened to see this. It was like $3. It looked hilarious. So, you know what? What the hell? We're gonna do a visual novel, anime, shoujo bullshit game here. So, hey, let's just go ahead and get right into it. First name, Mary. How about now? We're gonna go ahead and do Stumpelda here. Stumpelda. Stumpehkiin. Okay. Let's see. Hairstyle. Okay, that one's... Let's hold that thought. Okay. I like that they have lots of short hairstyles. That's a maybe. There we go. And let's see. Perfect. Let's see. Face type 1, type 2, 3, type 4. Those eyes are bugging me. There we go. There we go. Okay. Skin color. I'll go with 3. There we go. And you know what? I'm gonna fix the last name here because yeah, I like the whole Stumpehkiin thing, but maybe not. No, why not? Okay, and done.
It all started about 3 years ago on my 13th birthday. I was playing tag in the back garden with my friends, but when I tried to jump out of the way of the girl who was chasing me, I jumped so high that I flew all the way over the hedge. At first, I couldn't believe it was real. No one else could either. Within a few minutes, they'd all convinced themselves that nothing unusual had happened. Sha-la-la-la-la. I totally didn't just go flying over the hedge. Then the next day, a strange old woman showed up at my doorstep to offer me the choice for my future. And now here I am, 16 and on my way to Iris Academy, an actual school for magic.
I can't do this, guys. I can't.
The school lies hidden The school lies in a hidden valley in the Green Mountains about 150 miles from my home in New Hampshire. Oh, God. My parents drove me out here, but we've already said our goodbyes. I asked them to drop me off at the outskirts of the school grounds so I could walk the rest of the way on my own. Y'all please stay in the car and don't embarrass me on the way to my new magic school, God. I knew Dad would cry and make a fuss over me before letting me go. Oh, suck it up, Dad. And I didn't want my new classmates to see me for the first time looking like that. Actually, I'm surprised Dad agreed. He's always been a little overprotective. Maybe he's finally recognizing that I'm not a little kid anymore. Anyway, it means I have to carry my own suitcases which contain all that I have to my name for the next 9 months. Not many clothes because we'll be wearing school uniforms all the time. Ew, yuck. But I have some books, pictures of my friends and family, and decorations for my new room. There it is, up ahead! The campus looks more like a very posh boarding school than a home for wizards and witches. You know,
They do that.
pretty buildings, lots of trees and wide open spaces. Summer is still lingering here. The leaves haven't yet started to turn. I walk a little faster, feeling slightly too warm in this long robe and cape. Flower beds and arches stretch out around me, so many doors and windows, and they all look the same. There are 3 residential halls for girls and 3 for boys. I've been accepted to a horse hall, which is for adventurous girls, whatever that means. I think we all know what that means. The other two girl halls are the butterflies, who are probably girly girls, and the snakes. I'm not sure who would want to be a snake. I'd much rather be a horse. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly where Horse Hall is. I have a letter about freshman orientation. Where did I put it? I looked down at my suitcases while I walked, trying to remember which pocket I stuck the letter into, when suddenly... Drumroll, please. I bump into someone. Oops, sorry. He's an older man in school robes with no hall symbol on them, which means he's probably a professor. This is not a good first impression. No, not really. Sorry, sir. A new student, I see. And what might your name be? He has a lovely voice, dark and rich with a refined British accent. Whoops, I fucked up his voice. And he doesn't seem to be too angry with me. I relax a little. Stumpelda Stumpehkiin, sir. I just got here and I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. My voice trails off as I notice he's no longer looking at me. Instead, he's paging through the large book he was carrying. Senpai, pay attention to me! Miss Stumpehkiin, is it? Wild seed. How unsurprising. Wild? More than likely, a complete waste of my time. You have no idea how much you've been given, and you will throw it all away. No, this is totally not a Snape tribute here. He scribbles something into the book, then slams it shut. 10 demerits, not a promising start. Hey! Dude! Pay more attention to your studies than you do to where you are walking. Well, but I wasn't paying attention to where I was walking. That's why I bumped into you. Wow. With a snap of his wrist, he wraps his cape around him and stalks away. Wow, what a dick. I haven't even started school yet, and already one of my teachers hates me. Well, after a bit of looking around, I found the way into the girls' dormitories, and I located my hall. There are 9 doors in this hall, only one of which is labeled bathroom. If each bedroom has at least 2 girls in it, I hope that's a big bathroom. My own letter informed me I would have 2 roommates, but didn't tell me their names or anything else about them. I haven't seen anyone wearing a horse insignia. All I can do is find my room and wait for them to show up. Here it is, room 3. I open the door and pick up my suitcases. Walking inside, I find a fairly ordinary-looking bedroom. No skulls or tippy candles or blacklight posters on the walls, no incense or crystals anywhere. Unless they just haven't had time to unpack yet. A girl who had been sitting on one of the beds stands up. Hello? You're a horse! Wow, rude! I didn't mean that the way it sounded. Hi, I'm Stumpelda. Are you my roommate? One of them. I'm Ellen. That's Virginia's bed, but she went out to talk to somebody. Is there a reason why your boobs are 2 different sizes, honey? Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Virginia. The state, I mean. I'm not sure where Virginia girl is from. Oh, God. I tilt my head. No? You don't have much of a southern accent. It's not that far south, and my family wasn't from there. What about you? New Hampshire, not too far from here. Are all these books yours? Yeah. There aren't any computers here, so I brought my old encyclopedias. And those are textbooks for the classes I would be taking this year at my other school if I hadn't left. You must be a really good student. Not really. I probably won't even open them, but I didn't know what I'd need, and I didn't want to need something and not have it. Yeah, that's a, good way to... Those books are everything I could find out about magic, the real kind, now that I know it's real. Yeah, isn't it great? We're gonna be witches just like in the movies, just like this one movie in this book series that we're not gonna name because we're gonna get the shit suit out of us. Oh good, you're wild seed too. What does wild seed mean? It means your parents weren't magic, so you're like a wild flower. Oh, I like her. She holds out her hand for me to shake. Me, my family's all magical, so I always knew I'd be a witch. I'm Virginia. She has a pretty strong grip. Stumpelda. Pleasure to meet you. Is it a problem being wild? I met a professor and he was sort of rude about it.
A professor? Shaggy black hair? Big nose?
Yeah, I sort of bumped into him.
Oh no, now you'll be on Grabby's blacklist. Oh, ew. The professor grabs girls? I'm gonna keep all my voices straight, Jesus. No, that's his name, Professor Grabiner. I can't. He hates me. He hates everybody, so it doesn't make much difference. Don't worry about it. Nobody cares if you're a born witch or not. Not really. And everybody's scared of Grabby. He's a monster. William warned me about him.
Who's William?
My big brother. Bigger brother. He's a senior. Donald's a freshman like us. They're in Wolf Hall. But enough about boys. Yeah, amen. What sports do you play? What do you like?
I like softball, but I'm better at volleyball.
Good strong arms. Me, I prefer soccer. What about you, Stumpelda?
I guess I'm mostly best at track. I like to run.
Your legs, her arms, and my fighting spirit. We're the total package. Go horses. OT3, OT3.
Are there sports teams for wizards here?
Not exactly. There's bounders, but that's not a real sport. But there is a gym, and we can start our own sports teams if we have to. Right, Stumpelda?
I guess.
Sorry, I'm rolling you over, aren't I? Come on, I'll let you unpack. Blip. Come on, Ellen, I'll introduce you to my brothers. Oh, God.
Huh? Okay.
I want to meet him, too.
I want to meet them too. The only wizard I've met so far is that horrible professor. I can unpack later.
I hate unpacking, too. I made my mom do it. Wow. Shall we?
Do you still want me to come?
Why wouldn't I? Come on.
Virginia leads us unerringly through the maze of school hallways to one of the boys' sections.
Need a hand, ladies? No, I'm just looking for... Suddenly, a water balloon flies up out of an open door and smacks into the side of Virginia's head. Really? Donald! Yes, perfect shot! The two boys exchange high fives. You little shits. This is my brother Donald, the complete dork. You are going to be in so much trouble. What are you going to do, urchin? Tell Mom on me? She's not here. What? I don't have to do anything. You'll end up in detention by the end of the week just by being you. Look at me. I'm all wet. Well, you're a witch now, right? Magic yourself dry. Come on, Luke. Donald returns to his room, followed by the other boy, who bumps into the door frame briefly on his way out of sight. Oof. Grr. V, is that you? Hey, V, all moved in? Are you wet? It's a little inappropriate, isn't it? Thanks to Donald and his new best friend. Aw, poor thing. Here, let me. He holds out his hand and a gust of hot air blows through the corridor, melting away the droplets of water that clung to Virginia's hair.
Aren't you going to introduce us?
Oh, right, guys, this is William, my good brother. Boy howdy. Virginia grabs Ellen's hand and drags her forward. And these are my new roommates, Ellen and Stumpelda. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
You keep an eye on V now. She's a little scamp. She'll get you into trouble.
Is that your nickname, V?
No, that's just what William calls me, which is better than what Donald calls me. I use my whole name. It's not that long. You kids should probably run along. Freshman orientation is tomorrow, and you'll have a busy week ahead of you. Not to mention initiation. Oh, snap.
Initiation?
You'll find out. Oh, Senpai noticed me? I suppose he's right. We should get back to our room. I still have to unpack. Tomorrow we start learning magic. Morning assembly! At 9 a.m. on Monday morning, all the freshmen are gathered in the gymnasium wearing capes and robes just like me, but they're not completely like me. One boy has furry ears and a long, fluffy tail. One girl has glittering wings. And that girl looks like a vampire. Is that what it means to be a born witch, being something other than human? Virginia looks normal, but she could be hiding something under her robes. No, that's just silly. also kind of creepy. The muttering and shuffling of students drops off as someone steps up to the podium.
Hello, my little flower buds. Welcome to Iris Academy.
I start to applaud, but freeze as I realize that nobody else is. Then Virginia, beside me, picks up the clapping loudly. Soon the whole room is cheering. The witch holds up her hands and the room settles back into silence.
My name is Professor Potsdam, and I will be one of your instructors in the ways of magic. For some of you, this is the beginning of an adventure such as you had never imagined. For others, this is only the next step in a journey you have been expecting all of your lives. At Iris Academy, we teach spelling using the pentachromatic system. Red magic is forceful, but not necessarily violent. Blue is the color of transformation and change. Green is the color of life and the world of plants and animals. White magic affects the mind and spirit, and black magic is contained within physical objects. Your palette should contain at least a few dabs of every magical color. But a beautiful painting doesn't need every shade. It's style that matters. You all have different strengths, different talents. Here at Iris Academy, we embrace that diversity and tailor your education to your needs. Choose your schedule to focus your personal talents. Don't try to become a reflection of your classmates. Follow your own star wherever it may lead you. That is the way in which you are all alike. You each have your own future, and I know you'll make us proud. Her starry-eyed way of speaking reminds me a little of my old school's guidance counselor. But she certainly seems nicer than Professor Grabiner. I wonder which classes she teaches. You have been divided into halls to help you make friends with classmates who share similar interests. For the girls, we have the adventurous horses, the charming butterflies, and the mysterious snakes. Each group claps as their name is called. The horses louder than others, or perhaps that's just because I'm sitting with more of them. For the boys, we have the daring wolves, the elegant falcons, and the eldritch toads. Oh, lovely. I'm not sure what eldritch means, but toads sound even worse than snakes. I hope you'll all become good friends, not just in each hall and not just in your year, but throughout the whole academy. But most importantly, I hope you'll get to know and trust your roommates, so that by the end of the year, you're able to work as a team for your final exams. Oh, goody. And I know you're all looking forward to your exams, yes? Oh, yay! The audience predictably groans. For testing purposes, your instructors will regularly set you practical challenges in the school dungeons. The school has dungeons? Each task has many possible solutions. You will need to make creative use of the spells you have chosen to learn, so think ahead about what might be useful and how. Okay, are you all ready for magic? Open up your diaries and begin penciling in your schedule. Oh, goody. I need to choose which classes to attend this week. There are classes for each kind of magic, plus general studying, which sounds boring, and gym class, which I've always liked. I can also schedule free time to relax and unwind. Oh, good. For most of my life, my classes have been planned out for me by my school. It wasn't until last year that I got to make any choices at all. Cantonese, French or Spanish, physics, chemistry, or biology. Still, everyone had to have the same number of classes, and they all started and ended at the same time. You couldn't get out of it. If I can choose whatever schedule I want here, what would happen if I never went to class at all? Would they really let me get away with that? Yeah, totally. What should I do this week? Let's see. Monday. Let's see. That's, magic, gym, study, sleep. Okay. So that's just dupe, 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 dupe. Actually, no. Gym. Actually, no. Gym. Study. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Type A personality. Let's go. Activity red miss. Oh, this is one of his classes. Get to your seats. Hurry up. No chatter. In this class, carelessness might cost you your fingers. Okay. He wouldn't really cut off students' fingers, would he? Yeah, no, totally not Snape.
Here you will be learning the seductive art of red magic, the evocation and control of energy. With this power you might summon a breeze, light a fire, or call a distant object to hand. I say that is seductive, not because of the power itself, but because simple minds prefer simple solutions. Like, getting up out of your chair and going up and picking up whatever it is. Blast your enemies with lightning. Tear buildings apart with earthquakes. Let the world around you burn. Whoa, settle down there, Professor. Fall victim to such vulgar fantasies, and you leave yourself vulnerable to those capable of creative thought. There are many approaches that direct force cannot defend against. He snaps his fingers in the air. One inattentive moment, and you lose control of the forces you have summoned. After that, you will be remembered as an unpleasant stain on the walls. Ew. He rubs his hands together and gives a nasty smile. Now for your lessons. Success! 2 red magic skill, 2 stress. Oh boy. Tuesday. Blue. Oh god. Really? Mill about all you like. It's your own time you're wasting. I have no objections to failing the lot of you at the next exam. Okay, I have no objection to failing your face. How about that? A flurry of robes as students scramble for seats. Here you will be learning the subtle art of blue magic. At least some of you will. I thoroughly expect this subject to go over some of your heads. Screw you too. Blue is the color of change. That is, altering what is already there. Not creating, not destroying. It is commonly used in conjunction with other magical styles in order to perform alchemic transmutations and other alterations of essence. Oh yeah, because if there's one thing I learned from Full Metal Alchemist, it's get right in there, transmute a whole bunch of shit, yeah. Blue magic can also be used to change the effects of an existing spell, to cast or dispel illusions, or to change locations without movement through intervening space. For a skilled blue magician, reality is fluid. All things can be changed. Yet few minds are capable of grasping the true range of possibilities. We'll see what you're worth. Yay! Okay, stress is still pretty low. That's good. Yay, gym class!
There don't seem to be any teachers assigned at the gym, just a bunch of equipment that everyone can use. I see several large rubber balls. If I can organize some people together, maybe we can play prison ball. What the hell is prison ball?
Well, hello there.
I turn to see who's speaking. Who or what is that? He's dressed like a student, but I'm sure I didn't see him at orientation. I would have noticed.
Ask about his wings. Pretend everything is normal. Yeah, I think that's kind of a lost cause at this point.
Why do you have wings? If that's not a rude question.
He chuckles. You're new at this, aren't you?
Huh?
He takes a step closer to me, wings extending slightly to catch the air. You've never seen anyone with wings before.
No. I'm sort of wild seed.
And a lovely blossom you are. Oh my god. Really, dude?
But really, I don't know how things work. Is that normal for born wizards to have wings?
Normal? I'd rather not have you think of me as anything so ordinary. Wings can merely be a fashion statement. They're available at the local store if you'd like your own. Oh, hey.
You can buy wings? Are you teasing me?
Yes and no. You'll have to discover the truth for yourself. My name is Damien, and you are?
Stumpelda.
He takes my hand and bows over it, wings fluttering behind his back. Oh, Jesus. A pleasure to meet you.
Damien, that's sort of an unfortunate name, isn't it? Especially with those wings, people might think you were a devil.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I'm sure you know better than to judge by appearances. It's not the size of the wings that matters. It's how you flap them.
You don't know me.
I know the important things. You're a freshman student, an innocent young woman caught up in a world you don't understand. You're dazzled by sights you never thought possible, and completely unaware of the dangers you might face.
What dangers?
You could lose your mind here, or your life, or worse. Not everything is as it seems, especially your teachers.
What should I do?
Be cautious. Attend at least the first lecture for each style of magic as soon as possible. Pay attention to what they tell you and what they don't. And don't believe everything you hear.
That's not entirely helpful.
You'd better get on with your physical training. You'll need your strength next week.
What happens next week?
You'll find out. He winks at me and walks off to the sports equipment office. In the late afternoon, I'm sitting on my bed with a magazine when I hear a groan.
Ugh.
She drops her notebook on the floor, causing it to shed a couple of loose pages.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing, just school. She falls backwards onto the bed and kicks off her shoes, letting them arc off in different directions. I hate school. Sitting still, taking notes, listening to lectures about things I know already or never need to know anyway. Blech.
Well, you don't have to go to class every day.
You were taking it easy today, huh?
No, I was doing gym.
Same difference. Anyway, it's different for you. If I goof off, my brothers will catch me. Not that I care what Donald thinks.
But William is different?
He's a good guy. He's always looked out for me.
Where are you guys from, anyway?
Massachusetts. Really?
Salem?
No, Springfield. Nice catch.
But were there really witches in Salem?
Sure, there still are, but I know what you mean. A lot of magical people are really connected to their homes. We tend to build a tower and defend it. If things go wrong at home, you fix them. Not so keen on moving. When times were bad for witches and wizards in Europe, they just hid better. They didn't go to America with the early colonies, not in big settlements anyway. And no wizards from Africa went there at all, so the only proper magical people around were the natives. And by the time of Salem, they didn't want much to do with the colonists. Oops. There we go. Then, a couple of kids came out wild seed, and there wasn't anybody to control them.
So the witches they hanged were real?
No. It was only those kids who were witches, but they didn't know it. When they started doing real magic, they were just as scared as the village people. So they blamed other people when the preachers told them to, and it was the other people who got hanged. Hard luck on them. Anyway, we have schools now, so that sort of thing doesn't happen.
I guess it's important to go to school, huh?
Message? Yeah. Green magic class. Yay! Oh, good. Not the douchebag teacher. When I arrive in the classroom, I find Professor Potsdam standing by the chalkboard.
Hello, little seedlings. Please take your seats. Today you're going to learn about green magic, the magic of life. This is a very important skill for any witch or wizard to have, especially when you get to be a certain age. Your body is a garden to be cared for. With proper tending, it could last you for centuries. Slowly, carefully, you must encourage your subjects to grow in the direction you prefer. Be patient, and the rose vines will lose their thorns and twine around you. One of the students makes a scoffing noise.
If it can heal, it can kill. What happens if you force something to grow the wrong way quickly?
Why would you want to do that?
Because you don't like the life in front of you. What a dick.
Well, if that's your plan, I can look forward to working with you for a very long time. Life has its own flow. You can change it, but the harder you push, the more energy you'll need. To cause a great change in an instant takes immense power. So you'd better get started.
Whoop-de-doo. And today, studying. Evening, horse hall.
After dinner, I'm walking back to my room when I notice the door is already open. I peek through the gap to see who's inside. It's Ellen. She's folding up some clothing, probably putting her laundry away. Wait a minute. That's Virginia's dresser she's opening. Why is Ellen rummaging around in our roommate's stuff? I haven't made a sound. She doesn't know I'm here yet. Excuse me, what are you doing? If you want to know something, why not just ask? What are you doing? Eek! Sorry, I didn't see you there. Just tidying up a little. Yes, but isn't that Virginia's stuff? Yes. Why are you tidying up her things? Because she doesn't do it herself. She's making you be her maid? No. At this point, Virginia returns to our shared room. Hey, you guys, what's up? Why are you making poor Ellen into your slave? Huh? She's not. Just what is going on here? I shake my head. I think I'm obviously confused about something. She saw me putting away some of your clothes. Oh, it was you that's been doing that? I'm sorry, I just hate bleh. I'm sorry, I just hate messy rooms. I got my voices mixed up. No, that's my fault. I'm not very good at picking up after myself. Mom always does it for me at home. Still, I didn't think it was too bad yet. We've only been here a week. I hate having things be out of place. It makes me feel nervous. I don't know if I can make things perfect all the time. We all have to live together for a year without driving each other crazy. How can we work this out? Who maintains their own space? Pay Ellen. Let's try that. You said you didn't know if you could keep things clean, but that's probably because you don't know how. If Ellen teaches you how to clean a room properly and gives you reminders, I'm sure you can do it. I suppose. It's not a perfect compromise, but it's hard to reach a perfect agreement between 3 different people. I'm awakened early on Saturday morning by a tap at the door, followed by a faint hissing sound. What's going on? I stumble out of bed to find that 3 envelopes have been pushed under the door to our room, each marked with one of our names. Hey, money's here! Each envelope contains $5, the weekly spending allowance for Iris Academy students. Really? $5? If it's our money, why can't they just give it to us all at once? Yeah, good question. I guess they don't trust us to not spend it all at once and then run out and complain. Well, that might teach people to plan ahead. This way still teaches people to plan ahead. If you want to buy anything really cool, you gotta save up. But you're missing the important part. It's Saturday and that means a trip to the mall. I didn't think you were a shopaholic. I'm not, but it's great to get out and look at something other than school for a while, isn't it? Also, they have ice cream and penny candy and really big cinnamon cookies, and we get the idea. Since I've been there before, I can show you guys around. What about studying? You have plenty of time for that during the week, right, Stumpelda? Oh, hells yeah. Sure, I'd love to go to the mall with you. Great, Ellen? I guess it's okay, but you ought to have a good breakfast before you look at ice cream. Yes, Mother. Students are lining up outside the school, waiting for a free seat in one of the shuttle vans that travel between here and the local shopping center. Come on, we can ride together. Wait a minute. What is it? We're still in uniform. So? Won't people stare at us because we're all wearing capes? Nah. Just act natural. It's no big deal. Yeah. But it's nowhere near Halloween. Since the teachers aren't saying anything, I suppose this is what we're supposed to do. The mall is not very large or very crowded, at least where I'm standing. Witches and wizards easily outnumber shoppers in ordinary clothes, but no one reacts to the sight. I guess if students come here all the time, they get used to it? Okay, that place does coffee and pastries. They have fresh fruit. That one does baked potatoes. There's a gift shop. There's the cafe. Are all these stores magical? No, there's only one magic shop here. They sell wands and stuff. I'm going to get a chocolate croissant. What about you? I'm going to go to the magic store. With Virginia's vague directions in mind, I set out in search of the magic store. This branch of the mall looks like a dead end. There's only one shop front, and it's blacked out with a coming soon sign on the door. But as I get closer, a patch of wall blurs and shimmers to reveal a second door marked with a star. Marvelous magical accoutrements. Hot diggity damn. What should I look at? Let's see. Glasses. Wacky glasses. Protective gear, sextant, furry set. Amulet. Halo, tiara, fairy wings, bat wings, wand. Oh, I need to save up for a wand. Okay, well, never mind. I finish my shopping and join my fellow students to return to Iris Academy. On Sunday morning, I sleep in. Oh, good. There aren't any school activities today that I know of, and I haven't made plans with anyone, so there's nothing else to do. Which just makes me realize I miss my family. I'm not used to being completely out of contact like this. There aren't even any phones in the dorms, so I can't call home. Dad promised Christmas tea and Mom would write, but I haven't received anything. Dude, it's been a week. Maybe they were too busy on the first day, or the mail was slow. I'm sure I'll hear from them soon. No phones, no computers, no television. It doesn't matter much during the week when I'm busy with classes. But on a day like today, it leaves me feeling restless. I think I'll go outside. It's a beautiful campus. I'm careful to stop when I want to admire something, rather than keep walking and risk another collision. But while the flowers and paved walkways are nice, what I'm really looking for is something a little more open. I follow the paths away from the main buildings toward grassy fields. We could play games out here if we borrowed some balls from the gym. I wonder if Virginia was serious about starting a sports team. Hey, I think I see her up ahead. She's talking to someone I don't know. I hurry to catch up. Mostly girls again this year, isn't it?
Yeah, both my roommates are. I pause in mid-step. What is she talking about? Me and Ellen?
That could be a problem eventually. Ellen and I have both had wild magic. Is that the problem?
Well, maybe more of us should drop out.
The other way would be more fun.
Maybe for you it would.
The winged girl laughs. What on earth are they talking about?
This is silly. Spies never hear anything nice. I have no idea what they're discussing, and I shouldn't try to figure it out. I'll only come up with crazy stuff. I'm just going to walk away. Evening. At the end of the week, I get the chance to organize my thoughts and my belongings, as well as review the spells I've learned so far. Okay, inventory, nothing. My diary. Okay, Gem, Mini Damien, Witches of Salem. Green Magic class, studying, housework, homesick. Okay, I'm done. Okay, well, I think I'm probably going to be playing more of this for you if I can keep all my voices straight. But for now, I am going to call it a week, and I will see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.